Hi, welcome back. What we're going to do in this video is we're going to demonstrate the use of an FTP client. Now, FTP is an acronym for File Transfer Protocol, and that simply means a protocol that allows files to be transferred between two computers. The most common use that you as an internet marketer will have for an FTP program is to move files from your local computer up to your web hosting account. And you may also want to do the opposite direction, move files from the web hosting account down to your local computer. This way you can build your website on your local computer using your favorite editor and just move it up to your host when you're ready to put it onto the internet. Now, the display you're looking at right now is for a product called FileZilla. FileZilla is a free FTP program, and it's very popular among internet marketers. It can be downloaded free. There is a link inside the book that came along with this course that will give you a link to get FileZilla onto your computer. And what you're looking at right now is the Microsoft Windows version of FileZilla. Now, I'm going to show you how you connect to a computer with FileZilla and how you move a file up to it. First of all, you have to put the parameters of your computer, the host, which is generally the name of your domain, into the top here. A user account, now this is an FTP user. Some accounts you may have to define a separate FTP user. Some of them there's a default one that came with the account. And the password for the user. You can leave this box that says port empty. FileZilla knows what port to connect to, and you'd only need to change that number if your host told you otherwise. So I'm going to connect right now to my server, and if you look in the top after I connect, you'll see a number of status messages zipped by, and we are indeed connected to the remote server right now. Now, the way that this display is laid out is that on the left hand side you'll see these two panes, and the right hand side we've got two panes. The panes on the left are your local computer. These are the files on my local computer, and if I expand that out you'll see that I have my different drives. I'm going to go down to my D drive right now and choose a particular folder. And you can see that the contents of the folder are displayed below over here. So again, these are the files on my local computer. Now on the remote side over here, you'll see a /, and that / indicates that I'm at the root of my hosting account. Now generally the root of the account is not where you want to be. You want to be at the account level where people actually will see when they go to your domain, and in most servers that will either be named the same as the domain or it'll be named public_HTML, which is what it is on my server. So I'm going to go find the public_HTML directory, and it's right over here. And if I click on that, you'll notice the contents of public_HTML are displayed down here. You see the folders under there, and you'll also see a number of files, etc., that are on my server right now. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to simply move a file up to the server. Inside my local computer directory, you can see there's a file called test.php. It's a very small PHP file that I wrote. And I'm going to move it, and I'm going to have it appear within the files over here on my remote server. There's a number of ways that you can do this. One of the easiest ones is just simply to right click on it and choose upload. And if I do that, a little bit of action happens and the file has been uploaded. And if I go down and look over here, I will see that my test.php file is up on my server. And that's really all there is to it. If I wanted to download the file, I could click on this right now and do download. And it's going to come and tell me I already have a file that exists over here called test.php on my local one, which of course I do. What do I want to do? Do I want to overwrite it? Do I overwrite it if it's newer, if it's a different size? It gives me a lot of different options. I can rename it, etc. In this particular case, I'll just say to overwrite it, even though we know it's the same file. And it's basically downloaded and overwritten right now. And also I can delete files that are on my server, and I'm going to do that right now because I also want to show you how you can use another FTP program to accomplish exactly the same thing, and you can just see the slight difference in the interfaces. So let's just right click on here, choose delete. It really asks me if I want to delete this file, and I confirm that it is, and then the file is gone. Okay, now the interface you're looking at right now is for another FTP program. This one is actually my personal favorite. It's not quite as popular as FileZilla, and it does really the same thing. It just happens to be the one that I prefer, and it's called WinSCP. And it's also got a download link that you'll find inside your manual if you choose to use that one. And it's quite an easy program to use as well. Again, it's a similar layout. You'll see that on the left-hand side, I've got the files on my local machine, and you'll recognize this as being the directory that we had seen before with my test.php file inside it. And on the right-hand side, I'm in the root directory of the same remote server, and so I can just go and click on the public HTML directory, and here I am opening up public HTML in a similar fashion to what you saw with FileZilla. And again, there's a number of ways I can upload the file. I can drag the file. I can right click on it and choose an upload. Or what I can actually do is, in this case, I can just do an F5, which I'm going to hit right now. It's a shortcut key, and it'll copy the file to the remote directory. I'll say copy, and the file is moved up to the remote directory, and you'll see test.php is up there. And similar fashion, if I highlight it on this side and hit F5, I can copy the file back to the local directory, and like FileZilla, it will come and tell me that the file exists already. Do I want to overwrite it? I'll say yes that I do in this particular case. I disconnected, so we'll get to see it connect again. This happens occasionally. Okay, and it's copied right down. And again, I could look at the file right now, right-click it, and delete it if I wish to. Am I sure I want to delete the file? Yes, I do. And there you go. And so now you've seen two different FTP programs that do essentially the same thing. I'd advise you get one or the other and learn to use it. They both have similar features. They both allow you to keep sort of an address book of all your different servers, so you don't have to remember all the usernames and passwords. But they're essential tools for internet marketing, so please get yourself an FTP program, either FileZilla or WinSCP, and learn to use it. So thanks for watching this short video, and we'll see you again soon.